What if everything you thought you knew about wealth was nothing more than an illusion? It's a question that challenges the very heart of our understanding of money. Often we find ourselves tangled in the twisted web of misconceptions about wealth. The most common one? Equating wealth with income. You see, earning money is not the same as accumulating wealth. Income is what you bring home from work. It's the paycheck you receive at the end of the month. But wealth? That's a whole different ballgame. Wealth is about accumulation, not just earning. It's about the assets you gather and the investments you nurture over time. It's crucial to grasp this distinction. Why? Because understanding the difference between income and wealth is the first stepping stone towards building real, tangible wealth. Remember, wealth is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep and grow. Ever wondered how the rich get richer? The secret lies in the power of compound interest. Now you might be thinking, what is compound interest? Well, let's break it down. Imagine you have a magical penny that doubles in value every day. On day 1, you have 1 penny. On day 2, you have 2. By day 3, you have 4 pennies. Not a lot, right? But by day 30, that single penny has grown into over 5 million pennies. That's the magic of compounding. Compound interest is like that magical penny. It's the interest you earn on both your original money and on the interest you've already received. It allows your wealth to grow exponentially over time. Consider this. If you invest $1,000 at a 10% annual return after 1 year, you'll have $1,100. That extra 100 is your interest. Now, if you leave that money untouched, the next year, you'll earn interest not just on your original 1,000, but also on the $100 you gained. This means you'll end up with $1,210. Over time, this effect snowballs, leading to significantly higher returns. The key to unlocking the power of compound interest is starting early. The more time your money has to grow, the more it will benefit from compound interest. Even small investments made early on can lead to substantial sums over time. If you start investing in your 20s or 30s, rather than your 40s or 50s, the difference in your final savings can be staggering. It's the difference between having a small cushion and having a mountain of wealth. And all of this is possible not because of some high-risk, high-reward gamble, but simply because of the power of compound interest. So, let's take a leaf from the Book of the Rich. Let's start saving and investing early. Let's let our money work for us, and let's harness the power of compound interest. Remember, it's not about timing the market, but time in the market that counts. Ever heard of the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? This is the essence of diversification. Diversification in its simplest form is about spreading your investments across various assets to minimize risk. It's akin to a safety net, catching you when one or more of your investments underperform while others may be thriving. The concept is quite straightforward, but its execution requires careful consideration and planning. Imagine a seesaw. On one end, you have stocks, known for their potential high returns but also their volatility. On the other end, you have bonds, generally considered safer but offering lower returns. Now, if you were to put all your money in stocks and the market takes a downturn, you'd be left counting your losses. But if you'd invested in both stocks and bonds, the stability of the bonds could offset the losses from the stocks, keeping your overall portfolio in better shape. But diversification doesn't stop there. It extends beyond stocks and bonds to real estate, commodities like gold and oil, and even digital assets like cryptocurrencies. Each of these asset classes behaves differently under varying economic conditions. By spreading your investments across these different asset types, you can further reduce the risk of significant losses and increase the likelihood of stable returns over the long haul. Now, it's important to note that diversification is not a magic bullet. It won't shield you completely from losses or guarantee you'll make a fortune, and it certainly doesn't mean you should blindly invest in every asset class. Diversification requires an understanding of each asset's potential risks and rewards, and a thoughtful approach to balance it all out. In essence, diversification is like an insurance policy for your portfolio. It's there to protect and preserve your wealth in the face of market uncertainties. It's about creating a well-rounded portfolio that can weather economic storms while still offering potential for growth. Diversification is not about making money quickly. It's about securing your wealth over time. Debt. A four-letter word that scares many, but did you know it can be a powerful tool in wealth creation? That's right, not all debt is created equal. It's not simply a case of black and white, good and bad. No, it's a little more nuanced than that. Let's dive into it, shall we? First, let's talk about bad debt. This is the kind of debt that drains your resources without providing any financial return. Credit card debt used for discretionary spending, high-interest personal loans, and payday loans are all examples of bad debt. They are like financial leeches, sucking away your wealth without giving anything back. Avoiding these types of debt is crucial for financial stability. On the other hand, there's good debt. This kind of debt helps you generate income and increase your net worth. It's like a seed you plant today, nurturing it with time, effort, and resources, only to reap the fruits tomorrow. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Examples of good debt include mortgage loans for properties that appreciate over time or generate rental income, student loans for better job prospects, and business loans to expand operations and increase profits. These debts are like tools in your wealth-building toolbox. They can help you reach your financial goals faster if handled responsibly. But here's the catch. Leveraging good debt requires a clear understanding of your financial situation and careful planning. It's like walking a tightrope. One misstep can lead to financial disaster, but if you balance it right, you can reach the other side, financial freedom. The key is to manage your debt effectively. This involves understanding the terms of your loans, making timely payments, and keeping a close eye on interest rates. It also means not biting off more than you can chew. Borrow wisely and within your means. In conclusion, debt isn't always the enemy. It can be a scary word, but when understood and used wisely, debt can be your ally in building wealth. Yes, debt can be a powerful tool in your wealth creation journey. So, don't fear it, learn it, understand it, and use it to your advantage. Debt isn't always the enemy. When used wisely, it can be your ally in building wealth. Now that we've debunked some myths and understood key concepts, what's the strategy to build wealth from nothing? Let's start by recapping what we've discovered so far. First and foremost, wealth isn't about the flashy cars and designer clothes you see on social media. It's about net worth. The difference between income and wealth is crucial. Income is what you earn, and wealth is what you keep and grow. To grow your wealth, remember the power of compound interest. It's not just about the money you invest, but also about the time you allow your investments to grow. The earlier you start investing, the more time compound interest has to work its magic. As Albert Einstein once said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Next, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversification is the key to mitigating risk. Spread your investments across different asset classes such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and even cryptocurrencies. This way, if one investment doesn't perform well, the others can help balance your portfolio. Let's not forget the role of debt. Debt isn't necessarily a bad thing if used wisely. It can be a powerful tool to build wealth. For instance, taking on a mortgage to buy a house can be a good debt if the house appreciates in value over time. However, avoid bad debts such as high-interest credit cards that can drain your wealth. And now, for the strategy. It's simple, really. Understand the difference between income and wealth. Leverage the power of compound interest. Diversify your investments. Use debt wisely. And most importantly, start now. Building wealth doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that requires understanding, patience, and discipline. But remember, the best time to start is now.